Hey everybody, my name is Chris Fox and today we're going to do another little bit on Bant Nexus. The Pro Tour has had a bit of an update to the deck. There's now a deck called Turbo Fog, which let me show you what it is. Still need 5 rares for the deck, but all the rares are lands. So it is pretty similar to Bant Nexus. You're running less cards like Fumigate because you're running things like Haze of Pollen and Root Snare. You're running 3 more extra turn effects in Khan's Temporal Sundering, which is pretty sweet. You're also running Khan. This allows you to put pressure on your opponent when you're taking infinite turns, so you can either use it as card draw in the early game or start creating your creatures in extra turns to beat down your opponent. You have 7 extra turn effects as well. You still have your Teferi. Mana base is slightly different. It's more blue heavy because you've got to accommodate for casting Khan's Temporal Sundering. Obviously you have less need for green sources as well. And you're heavier on blue. I would love to play this deck. I do not have the correct mana base though at the moment. Would need 5 more rare wild cards. I don't foresee that happening at the minute, but let's just run Bant Nexus back, and then a bit later I'm going to do some Mono Blue Storm and maybe some Esper Nexus as well, just to finish the stream out. So I have also noticed I'm playing in free play an awful lot rather than competitive play or quick constructed. Is quick constructed paid? It is paid and I don't have coins at the minute. Competitive play is with sideboard. I don't think I have enough energy to do every deck with sideboard at the minute. So we'll just be playing in free play for now. Free play you get all the competitive decks anyway. It's just game 1. As soon as I get up to coins and stuff, we'll start doing some competitive play. See how the sideboard works out. I've really enjoyed playing with this deck. It's actually quite a lot of fun. It's very different to what I usually do. I usually deal with like blue-white control or control decks. This isn't really a control deck. It's just a turbo extra turns deck, which is quite sweet. This hand looks a bit messed up, but 2 Gifts of Paradise is nice. We're taking a lot of damage from our mana base though, but we're going to keep it. Our opponent plays Island. So either they're a GPG deck or they're a mill deck. If they're a mill deck, that's great for us because we can't ever be milled out because of Nexus of Fate. They're probably a GPG deck though. Play our Island down. Ministry of Inquiries is they're a mill deck. Sweet. Okay, well we can't lose. We cannot lose. Gift of Paradise, we'll put it on this. Plains here. Island, sorry, not plains. Head's a little all over the place. Here we go. Yep. Our opponent now realising that we cannot lose, hopefully. The Teferi in the bin's a bit harsh, but we do have commit to memories to like get things back as well. It's one thing that's lacking from the Turbo Fog deck, I feel, is the ability to commit to memory. I also really like the Fumigates in this deck. I know you're not supposed to need them in the Turbo Fog deck because you have so much fog effects, so many fog effects. But I can't help but miss them. I think they're a really good card. Put a Mind in the bin for us. Thinking of going up one Spring to Mind over the Grow from the Ashes, just for the Mind effect. In the graveyard, you get the Aftermath, which says draw 2 cards. A Search Rascant is actually really good here against a mill opponent. So having 3 of that effect in your deck is quite nice. You never want to be doing the spring bit late game anyway, so it's just nice to be able to get rid of it. Especially if you're planning on memorying or committing, because you don't want spring shuffled back into your deck. You'd prefer the draw 2 cards in late game. Our opponent has their own Search Rascanter on the field. I didn't even see that. I'm fine with being milled. Get closer to our Nexus of Fates. That's 2 Teferis in the bin now. I reckon our opponent has no idea that they can't win. Because once we got to this amount of mana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 mana. We can just cast Nexus. Don't really need another land at this point. Yeah, we'll transform this. And draw. A forest anyway. Yeah, we'll just pass the turn. I forgot about that actually. Yeah. When we milled ourselves with Search Rascanter, it triggers Fraying Sanity. Here we go. It would have been nice to have that Teferi actually. So let's go looking for a Teferi. We didn't find one. We did get a Gift of Paradise, I guess. That's an alright card. We probably should have activated it in our turn, perhaps. Just so we didn't mill the Teferi. Teferi. 1, 2, 3 Teferis. I keep pronouncing it differently every time, I am aware of this. That's fine. Thin in our deck. That's fine. There is a Nexus of Fate. I don't think we bother using it yet. Oh, I just used it by mistake. I meant to Gift of Paradise. Oh well. Green here. I actually kind of need lands. I think I kind of have to memory. We can't lose anyway. So I think I kind of just have to memory unless we get all 4 Nexus of Fates in our opener. This is more like it. The only way we lose is if we get like the Nexus of Fate stuck in our hand, which hasn't happened here, fortunately. Yep. Resolve. Yep. Resolve. Yep. So we can't play out Teferi here yet. So I think we just played this tapped and pass the turn. Yep, majority of my deck's going in the graveyard this turn. Why is it waiting on me? Oh, I've clicked end turn. There we go. I wonder if the volume on this is a bit low. Let me check. I'm gonna mill 2 cards. 2 Nexus of Fates. That's pretty good for us. I get a follow. Oh, thank you very much, Commander Root, for the follow. I don't know why it didn't pop up. It should have popped up. Let me just check my stream elements stuff. Let's try that again. Let's see if we can get you the pop-up. There we go. Thank you very much for the follow, Commander Root. Don't know why it didn't pop up. Or maybe it did, and I just didn't have the volume high enough. Okay. Is he trying to flip his search? I still don't know how he's going to answer this this deck. Can't have any exile effects, surely. I don't think there are any. Oh, he did it for his energy. That's fine. Block. Sure. My turn. That's a good pairing with Teferi. So we play our Teferi. We uptick, which allows us to untap 2 lands in our end step, so then we can cast Nexus of Fate. And the 3 cards in our deck are Nexus of Fate. It should be more than 3 cards. Oh, there's a Nexus of Fate in our hand. Okay. Resolve. So untap these 2, and then cast Nexus of Fate. I love how much mana this deck can just generate, like, really quickly. Plus this. We'll play this. Combat, attack, end turn. One thing we could actually do is commit something here. So I'm going to commit this. Because then in one of our extra turns, we can memory, which refills our library. Which gives us more of a chance to do things like Hour of Promise and stuff like that. I know we have the Nexus of Fate like combo going on at the minute, but it's... I still think this might be the best route of winning. Because otherwise we've just got to wait for our opponent to mill out. Whereas this way we could do stuff like Hour of Promise, get zombies. We'll play out our Scavenger Grounds. Combat. Untap our lands. And then we'll play our second Nexus of Fate for this turn. Be quite interesting to see how the Turbo Fog deck in the Pro Tour actually sort of does. You obviously never get like a full picture when it comes to the Pro Tour because it's teams at this point, and the meta for the Pro Tour is rather inbred. But we will see. We'll be very careful that we don't overdo it. Yeah, we'll play another one. Just to make sure we don't overdo it. The untapping of 2 lands doesn't really matter too much here at this point. And turn. We will -8. What will our opponent do? Disallow. I can honestly say I was not expecting that. That's fine. We'll play this other Teferi. We'll take an extra turn. So we can't really do the memory until we have like a Teferi ultimate. There we go. Cancel. We'll play this first. I'm very wary of drawing out. There we go. Our opponent decided to concede there, which was perfectly fine. First win of the day. Not bad. 20 blue or green spells. We're going to get there pretty quickly. The damage is going to take a little while though. What did I get a notification for there? I don't know. I don't know. Right. Opponent goes first. Really like this to be a gift of paradise. We're going to keep. Because we can turn for Hour of Promise effectively. That's a nice pickup. Okay. If our opponent attacks, we can just steal away. Okay. Maybe just get rid of the Bomac Courier. I'm gonna get a second white source here, just in case a Fumigate becomes irrelevant. go get 2 deserts. So let's get Ipnu, Revulet, and a Scavenger Grounds. We get our 2/2/2 zombies. Okay. No blocks. Sheffield Dunes. We'll play Arteferi. We'll plus Arteferi. Scout Grove. We'll just pass the turn. We can cycle this at the end of their turn. Keep Scavenger Grounds up as well. Scavenger Grounds is a good card. Especially seeing as it sacrificed a desert. The deck has quite a nice desert package in it. So any particular plan that you might need to employ like later on in the game, you can do. So if you want to go through the mill plan, you got the Ipnu Neverlits and you can sacrifice all the rest of your deserts. If you need to keep exiling your graveyards or your opponent's graveyard, then you can with Scavenger Grounds. It's just a well-constructed deck. It's a shame I don't have the lands to do Turbo Fog, because that would be quite fun, I think. Right, so we're just going to cycle this. And we'll cycle this one too. We have our land drop for next turn. Gift of Paradise is nice. It's not block. We'll tick up. We've got 4 cards in our graveyard at the minute. That's fine. Fumigate is nice. We'll hold on to that for now. We'll enchant our planes. We will then play Search for Canter. We could have played our Nexus of Fate there. Probably should have done. Start to get incremental value off of Teferi, but we might still be able to. Yeah, we can. Let's do it. Graveyard. I think we have enough lands in our deck that we can sort of pull ahead anyway. There's a Nexus of Fate. That's good. Enchant this forest. Play Nexus of Fate. All attack. Untap these 2. Enter library. We're doing it. Kind of weird doing it with 38 cards in your deck, but you know. Probably should Nexus of Fate before ticking up Teferi. It looks like it doesn't matter. And our opponent scoops. That's perfectly... That's how the deck's supposed to work, honest. That's exactly what it's supposed to do. Yeah, we've got our prizes. Let's deal 50 damage. What can we do to deal 50 damage? We'll probably do that a bit later, dealing 50 damage. We'll do an hour or so of Bant Nexus. And then we'll go over to Mono Blue Storm. Deal 50 damage in one go. Seems like a good idea. Seems like a better idea. Just having a look at the actual YouTube channel. The Bant Nexus video I did is actually doing really well for a channel that started about a week and a bit ago. So if you haven't checked out the YouTube channel, or if you haven't checked out the Twitch channel, I'd advise you to do both, because I will be putting up videos for specific decks when I can't stream and stuff like that. This hand is a bit messy. The mana base is good though. Can't really keep it. It's not quick enough, and if our opponent's playing a burn deck, then we're a bit screwed. This might be able to keep it because it's got the seal away on. It doesn't really do anything else. I'm gonna keep it though. The deck's really weird with opening hands. I think I've said it in the video as well on YouTube. There are some hands that just look so dodgy. I think this might be a difficult matchup for us. I mean, the seal away goes a long way to helping us out here, but... Spring here is good. A bit of ramp. Go get a blue source here. That would be good. Get on our way for a double blue. Here we go. One mana, 3/4. We just pass turn here. I think this is the card we want to get rid of. Maybe it's this. Vinemare. We definitely need. We desperately need a Fumigate. That is not a Fumigate. Luckily we have 2 Nexus of Fates that we can sort of chain off next turn to sort of dig for a Fumigate, but... Heart of Kiran. An 8 here. It's not. Fumigate. Oh yes. I think that was the only card that kept us in the game. Still, Leaf Champion would have been nice to hit, but I don't think we could have survived any longer than that. This is fine though. Ooh, sorry. Ooh. Very tired. Okay, so we throw away 1 Nexus of Fate. Throw away another Nexus of Fate. Hour of Promise. We have 3 already, so what we really want is Arch. And Irrigated Farmland might go a long way. So we're definitely taking at least 4. Could be taking 9. Okay, we're taking 9. So what do we need? We need Settle the Wreckage would be great. That is not a Settle the Wreckage, so we'll just cycle this. So 3, 6, 9. We can buff this up to 11. That's not enough. It's not enough. I think we just have to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 4 mana up for a settle, and I think that's it, or bust. It's bust. We'll let our opponent get their damage in because they might have a quest that requires them to deal a certain amount of damage. Yep. One of the nice things to do in Arena is to let your opponents kill you because they might have a certain quest line that they need to meet so that they could actually complete quests. Oh, that made no sense. They might have specific quests that have very specific sort of deal this much damage with this type of creature or whatever. So it's just nice to allow them to complete their turns. Some opponents might not like it, but I like giving my opponent the option. This hand's okay. We have a Fumigate in our opener. We have a Spring and Grow from the Ashes. So we're going to keep this. We also go Plains into Sunpetal Grove, which is nice. Gift of Paradise is even nicer, because it means we can go Gift of Paradise into Spring, into Grow from the Ashes kicked, which is very good. Doomfall. Probably take either the Teferi or the Nexus of Fate, unless they're particularly worried about the Fumigate. I mean, I do have more Teferis and Nexus of Fates in the deck than I do Fumigates. Let's see what our opponent chooses to do. Take the Teferi. Yep, that's fine. And we even have an Hour of Promise. That's great. So we'll go Gift of Paradise here. Oh, this is a bit scary actually. Mastermind's Acquisition. What's he going for? Oh, I don't get to see, do I? Oh crap, I didn't realise. Oh well. So it looks like we're springing here. We'll get a Forest. Plains. Thematic Compass. I wouldn't be surprised if it's some sort of Torment of Hellfire deck or... So let's do this first and get the rest of our basics. Or a large number of them at least. I'm a little bit terrified. Our opponent does have an awful lot of mana coming up soon. That's... Our opponent... Ooh, I'm so sorry. Our opponent has tutored twice as well now, which is a little bit terrifying. We'll play this out. It means that we can go get Arch of Razka? Orazka, yeah. There we go. We'll get that. We'll also get a Shepard Dunes as well. We didn't need to get another white source, but pulling it out of our deck is probably for the best. Enchant player. That player sacrifices a creature. If that player can't. Oh. Now we need to commit to memory. Now we definitely need to commit to memory. That is something. Right, okay. We need this commit to memory, like, desperately. Make our opponent click through it. Yep, sacrifice you. Yep, draw. There's a Sunpetal Grove. We'll Draw some cards. That's not quite it, but I'll do for now. Whoa, that's a card and a half. I'm imagining like a Torment of Hellfire here as well. That would be horrible for us. Okay, we will discard a card. We will discard a card. We'll discard a card. We'll sacrifice an online permanent. We'll lose 3 life, lose 3 life, lose 3 life. Take 5 to the face. Graveyard that. Nonsense. Transform, yep. Our price. What? What? Did I just click through my turn? Please say I didn't just click through my turn. Oh my god. Desperately need to commit to memory, and we're not hitting it. Yep, 5, yep. See if we can find it again. No, we did get a Teferi, I guess. Do we have enough to... No, we don't. We do not. But we kind of have to do this.
I know my responsibility.
What's our opponent doing? Vraska's Contempt. Sure. Seal Away would have done it there. Oh. We just lose. We just lose. Our deck hates us. Our deck hates us. GG. Let's try this again, shall we? This hand's weird. If we get a third land and we can spring for a white source, that might be good. Yeah, let's keep this. Let's keep it. Not playing this kind of deck to not keep hands like this. Let's see what our opponent can do. Opt. That is a third land, which is good. Means we can spring on time. These sealaways might not be great in this matchup, depending on what our opponent is doing. Play a Hashap Oasis out. Spring. See if our opponent wants to use a counterspell on this. That's fine. Absolutely fine. Again, fine. We have a seal away, so it might not be useful just yet. But what colour did I say we wanted to get? The blue? Oh, it was white. No land for our opponent. Huh. That's fine. We might just seal away here. Probably better off doing it in our opponent's turn, but we get to commit this. Give me your Jin. That's fine. Play a Teferi into a negate? No. Okay. We'll just minus here. And we'll pass the turn. The reason I'm minus there is I know that if he just plays like... He doesn't even need to play another land. He just kills our Teferi with it. Did get back his Tempest Djinn. It's gonna glimmer. Probably looking for another land. We'll tick up. We will play our Search Raz Canter. See what our opponent wants to do. Thank you. We'll just pass the turn here. We've got nothing interesting to do yet, so we'll wait till our opponent plays a spell and then we'll attempt to counter it, make it look like we're playing the game, but really all we want to do is resolve a Nexus of Fate. Blink of an eye on Seal Away. Resolves. Yeah. Attacking here, yep. Seal away. Commit the Gearhulk. Doesn't look like a very well thought through plan, but you never know. Put that in the graveyard. Our opponent is playing creatures, but he's blue. We'll tick up. Gift of Paradise is nice. Yeah, let's play that. Combat, attack, enter. Sure. Yeah, we'll just mind here. We can't attack this turn. 2 lands is a bit meh, but you know, we're playing a deck with 27 lands, sort of expect it. He's put the Gearhulk on the bottom. That's rather interesting. Graveyard this, we've got enough lands, draw. Tick up. He's got 0 cards in hand. We'll play this on the plains. We will Nexus of Fate. Untap these two. And turn. Yep, graveyard. We'll draw. And Nexus of Fate's good here. Tick up.
You know what? I'm not done yet.
We'll do this non-kicked. We might have even had the mana to do that kicked. Would be a shame if I missed that. No, I think we were... Yeah, he's dead anyway. I think we were 1 mana short to do it kicked. Although we're 2 mana up at the end. No, we could have kicked it. And our opponent conceded. Without doing a speck of damage. We're up to 1300. Let's have a look at the sideboard of this deck first, shall we? What am I missing here? I might just prefer a 3rd negate over a Jace's defeat in the sideboard. That might be it. This is the sideboard Saffron Olive used. I think this is the deck he used. My deck runs 3 Spring to Mind over a Growth from the Ashes. What else? Might run 4. Yeah, it runs 4 and doesn't run Compass. Runs a couple more basics. We'll do some competitive play after this. Do a couple of games of competitive play. Might be fun. Because then you get to see how sideboard works and stuff like that, and it's different beast after sideboard. You get to play with big cards like Metallurgic Summonings and stuff like that. As much as I do like playing game 1 over and over again, like game 2 is kind of important. Especially seeing as I'm taking this deck to the Nationals. We'll keep this. Red, this Gift of Paradise is going to do some work this game. Just going to play our tap lands until we can draw basic, or we will just have to put it on like a Scattered Groves. The Gift of Paradise, that is. We're going to play Hash Up Oasis out here, just so we can seal away this Karazev. Okay. I think we care more about the Karazev going away, so we'll just get rid of that. The 2-1 attacking in like large increments is not worth the trouble. Gift of Paradise, put it on Scattered Groves. Don't want to put it on any of our deserts, they might be useful later. Chandra. It's a little bit difficult to deal with. We do have this commit to memory, I guess. Still not the easiest thing in the world to deal with. Add 2 mana. Okay. What we really want here is something like a... not that. Something like a... Hour of Promise would be fine here. just some way of pressuring this. I'm gonna stop in their draw step after they've drawn and commit this. So they don't get a chance to use it, but they're not drawing it for another few turns. There we go. Our opponent has control again. Okay, that's a dragon. That hurts. So maybe like a fumigate here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, just kind of have to do this. If they have a single burn spell though, we're dead. I believe we need to get another desert. Get an irrigated farmland as well. Get 2 zombies. Any burn spell kills us. This just has menace, no, it just has haste. Yep. Yep, we dead. We dead. That happens. That happens. We tried. We tried. Let's try it in the competitive play. Then we get to sideboard. We'll do a few of these. Ready. My rank has got significantly lower since playing Nexus decks, that's for sure. Can't really keep that. Need something to do realistically on turn 3 that ramps us. That does not do it. That doesn't do it, but I don't want to go any lower. This is not a good start. We'll act like we're on green-white for a little while. See if our opponent notices. Okay, a wizard deck. That's sweet. Seal away. Our opponent is playing some sort of wizard's deck. Nexus of Fate, very useful card here. With all of our blue mana. Perfect Trickster. So maybe he's just playing like mono blue, good stuff. Okay. Mono blue, draw cards. Okay. That might be a pain. Unfortunately, we can't hit our blue. Ever. We do have a lot of green-white though. So he can counter this ability. He does lose 1 power though. That's fine. Oh boy. Oh boy. Island, here we go. We are taking at least 5 next turn though. Which is not ideal, but you know. This is about for tap target creature. 2, 4, 7. Okay. Eight, 9. A fumigate would be really good here. Graveyard that. Seal away is pretty medium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are just dead. There is 6 power on the board and we are at 5. Opponent's deck seems sweet. Right, let's go to sideboard. They are very creature heavy, but I don't like giving them lands. Okay, bring in this. Take out the compass. This deck is full of blue spells. Do we really want to counter their blue spells? We can take out a couple of Nexus. Maybe Seal Away's a bit slow here. Well, obviously it's not slow. It's... Wondering whether it's good with the amount of board wipes we have in deck. I think if we take them out, we have to put settles back in. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's 18, 16, 14 in our sideboard at the minute. What else can we take out? Take out a Teferi. Take out 2 Teferis. Bring in a Seal Away. Take out Growth in the Ashes, bring in 2 Seal Away. Did it save it? Please tell me it saved it. Oh, I didn't realise we didn't have much time. It didn't save it. We'll keep this hand. So, sideboarded games. I probably should set something up that I can read. That was a little bit weird. I swear you get more time in Magic Online. Drawing the Fumigate here is pretty good. To be fair, with all sort of like any luck, we should be able to get a game 3 anyway, so we do get a sideboarded game. Yeah, let's put this here. Curious Obsession, yeah. Alright. Let's kick this. Could have probably also like committed this. Would have also been quite good. But I think allowing them to play on more creatures is probably a better idea. Absolutely. We'll play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we just commit this now. Forgot about that, yeah. So it means you might play up more creatures, right? That's how this works. Right, guys? Alright. Please. Play out all of your creatures. It hurts a little bit. Okay. That's a little bit different, I guess. But I think we just kind of have to try this. There we go. It worked. That's fine. Our opponent likes drawing cards. I'm a big fan of drawing cards also. We'd need to get 2 deserts to generate 2 blockers here. Wizard's Retort, yeah, that's fine. We'll just activate this. Basic Forest. Okay, so we're taking at least 5 here. Nope, I realised I'm off camera there. Taking at least 5. Glad it's not any more. He gets to spam out all of his creatures, that's fine. I'm gonna play this Teferi.
I can no longer stand by and watch. We need to move quickly.
We'll play this Let's canter out. Oh god, I don't know why I did that. Resolve. Please have. Yes! Yes! We did it! We got there. Was so terrified of another Wizard's Retort or like a disallow or a negate or anything. I have to tick up. Should tick down though. Fumigate's good. We're getting there. Yes! Our opponent concedes. Sweet. Right, okay. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yep. That's good. Done. There we go. In and out. Can't really play the anti-magic game here, I don't think. Keep this. And 2 Gifts of Paradise is nice. Yeah, there was no point leaving the sealaways in, actually, now thinking about it, because of Siren. Oh well. We do have an awful lot of board wipes though now, which is good. That's what we wanted. Carnage Tyrant's good. Paradise here. This is actually an absolute monster here. This is going to be great. We're at 12. I'll play this one first. Carnage Torrent's just going to be sweet. I know our opponent is drawing cards and that is a little bit of a shame, but we really can't do much about that. Doubt this resolves. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's fine. Probably should have just slammed the Carnage Tyrant. Holy shit. We're not drawing cards. Resolve, please, for me. Nah, we're dead. We are dead. It's a shame we didn't get to like play any sideboard in game 2 there. Oh. We'll try it again. I said we'd play a couple of them. And we did win one of our games. It's really warm in this room. It's so warm. Oh. This is just a bad hand. Let's see what other hand our deck decides to give us. Honestly, the deck in paper is so much kinder. We'll keep this. We really want to land. Play our Scattered Groves out first. We'll play our island out. Unfortunately, we can't play the guess what deck we're on game anymore. Okay. Still can't do that. Just need one more land deck. Come on. Come on. That is not a land. Resolve. Come on, opponent. What you got? Doomfall, eh? That's fine. That's fine. That's a land. Okay. Little spring. Sorry, I know I went really quiet then. I was just reading something. Okay. Play out our search for Ascanter. I need to go get a drink in a minute. Bit dehydrated. Okay. Attack. Seal away. Graveyard that. Draw. Commit this. Here's your map, yep. We'll draw that. Draw the arch there. We'll see his blessing. We're going to cast Memory here just to stop our opponent from getting their Scarab God next turn. I know it seems bad, but see if they want to counter this or if they want 7 new cards. 7 new cards it is. Our hand didn't get very much better, but got Fumigate now, which is nice. Got some more ramp as well, which is nice. Opponent plays a Search for Ascanter. So our opponent hasn't really done very much with their turn so far. So that's pretty good for us. Scavenger Grounds we'll put in the graveyard, we'll draw a card, What we're going to do is, because he topped, we're going to field ruin him. It doesn't really matter which one we hit. Probably should have gone for the black source, but you know. The more you learn, the more you know even. I'm gonna go get this. Then I'm gonna kick this. There. And then we're gonna get the last basic out of our deck. And Spring Tonight. Look at that. So from what started off as a 2-land hand and no third land, we've definitely established ourselves as ahead on mana base. Doomfall. Probably taking our Nexus of Fate here, yep. You can draw 2 cards, that's fine. Graveyard. What's our opponent doing here? Okay. So warm in this room. Oh. Ooh. Another Doomfall. So let's commit this. Let's draw ourselves a card. Sure. My turn. Unless it's like a... Oh, okay. I was going to say, unless it's like a Nexus of Fate or a Teferi, I think we're just throwing it away. So the reason I did it, I was waiting for him to do any other spell, so he wastes his mana. We're going to throw this in the graveyard. Transform it, yeah. Draw. I think we only have 1 desert, so I'm going to need to get 2 deserts. Yeah, Hypno and Chefnet. Combat. Sure. I mean, we only need one to kill our opponent, to be fair, but... This is fine. We have redundancy in hand. So if he takes a fumigate, that's fine because we have another fumigate. If he takes a seal away, well, that's fine because we have another seal away. Teferi's nice here. Let's put a Gift of Paradise on any old land. Plains is ideal. Let's try and cast this. +1. It's going to try and Vraska's Contempt it. Let's see if we can find something for this. Nope, no, that's fine. That is fine. We still have 3 more Teferis in the deck. We'll get there. Opponent's not really doing very much, so we'll get there. God, I really need a drink, but this game seems to be going on forever. We'll just play this out. The more mana we have when it gets to our major turns, the better. Evolving Wilds, yep. Come on, opponent. Thing is, our opponent's not really doing anything. It's like, while we're ahead on board, with just a 2/2 zombie. Our opponent's not doing anything at all. Okay. See if we can get anything off of Ascanter. Nexus of Fate is fine, I guess. So we should just attempt to play it. Draw a card off of Arch. Another Nexus of Fate. Swing for 2. We have quite a comfortable life total as well at the minute. At 31. Turning the volume down on my headset. Braid, yep. Nexus of Fate. Which means we can now memory. Activate Ascanter. Get an hour of promise, that's fine. Should probably just play this compass out. Gives us another mana to play with. It flips. Play Hash Up Oasis, play Hour of Promise. Get any lands, it doesn't really matter too much. Play Nexus of Fate. And negate. Cool. We will Nexus of Fate in response. We will grow from the ashes. I don't believe we have any more basics left in our deck, but we might do. No, we do not. Sun Petal Grove, we will then, wrong one, activate Ascanter, Teferi, yep, we'll play a Teferi, we will tick up, play Hour of Promise. We will get 2 deserts. If we can, yeah, there we go. And the reason I want to do that is I want to deal 10 damage to our opponent this turn. Sacrifice a desert, we'll sacrifice this one. And then we'll do it to this. Sacrifice a desert. I have to sacrifice one of them, didn't we? Combat, attack, all attack. End my turn after this. On top of you and you. That's right, opponent, you get a turn. Make the most of it. Oh, bolas. Let's get rid of this. It's 7 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chupacabra, yep. Probably wanted to keep that because now I'm going to minus on the Bolas and then minus on the Chupacabra with the next Teferi we have. Because then it puts the Bolas further down in the deck than the Chupacabra, giving us more time to draw an answer. Come on, opponent.
You need to take time out.
And attack. Now let's do this. See if we can find a Nexus. We have done.
No time for a break.
We also had this Field of Ruin that we could have made. Could have made him shuffle the Bolas away. Didn't realise that. Apologies, my head's not with it. I'm really thirsty. I'm gonna have to go get a drink after this game. Boop. He dead. Sideboard. So we're going to take out a couple of Nexus of Fate, bring in a couple of Negates. Oh, not on Metallurgic Summonings, although actually we might bring in a Metallurgic Summoning. For those, probably worthwhile taking out the Fumigates in exchange for a Settle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think we just bring in 2 Carnage Tyrant. Take out the Compass. Metallurgic Summonings can be great. I think we run it like that. Let's give that a try. Metallurgic Summonings in a control matchup just seems really, really strong if you can land it. How ridiculous does that sound that in a control matchup you're hoping to get to the... Well, you're hoping to resolve a... Is it 6 mana or 7 mana spell? Silliness. Might be 5 mana actually. But still, the idea of resolving a 5 mana spell in a control matchup is... well, would be laughable unless it's instant speed, but we're not playing at that speed. We'll keep this hand. This hand's okay. Bottom of land. Want more action? Play an island. So you go. Treasure map, yep. I'll play this tap land out first. Treasure map, yep. Okay, at least we know our Gift of Paradise is resolving here. If they play 4-drop as well, we get to resolve it to Theory, which would be really nice. I doubt we're going to get that privilege though. Okay, we're not going to resolve as Teferi at all. There we go. An Hour of Promise would be good here. If we can hit an Hour of Promise from our deck. Of course we don't. Let's cycle this. Would like to do something this turn. Our opponent has no mana. Oh, that's bad. I hope this isn't how we die. Turn 4 Bolas here would really hurt. Nope. What was the worst draw we could probably have now? Let's just Field of Ruin this. A Negate would feel bad now. A Negate. What else? Oh god. Metallurgic Summonings would be sweet. I think it's just Negate. and more land are our worst draws at the moment. Seal Away's fine, because at least we can do something with that in a bit. Would very much like something to do with this mana. If only they didn't have Doomfall for our Teferi, huh? Compass would be a bit of a dead draw as well, yeah. Oh, that's an actual factual Nicol Bolas. I would have definitely done the +2. Like, almost definitely done the +2. How do we beat this? I don't think we do. I don't think we do. We have commits. That seems about it right now. Probably should have held that, but like, I'd kind of like to draw cards that I can play. It's totally gonna fucking hit like a Nexus of Fate off of this, isn't he? Please resolve. Please. No, of course it doesn't. Okay, we'll just concede this match here. Right, let's go to game 3. Game 3. What can we do? What can we do? I think maybe these... Well, I like the negates. Bring in Lyras. Just something to play, isn't it? I like that, actually. Jace's Defeat could be quite good here. I completely forgot to put it in. We'll mulligan that away, it doesn't seem very good. This seems even worse. No land. I'll keep this just because we can play Gifts of Paradise. Gift of Paradise on the plains. Sure. We have another one. It does put us back a turn though, which is a shame, but... Let's see what our opponent wants to do here. Okay. It's actually quite good for us. Using their counter spells on spells that aren't really our big threats. Although I probably shouldn't speak too soon. Island. Yeah, that resolves. Oh, sorry, the trigger has to resolve as well. Combat, attack, block. My turn. Let's go for another Gift of Paradise, huh? Desolate Lighthouse is a bit of a hoser for our Carnage Tyrants. We'll get there. Using a lot of his anti-magic on card selection, which is good for us. Doomfall. Oh, feels bad. Feels okay. I would have felt a lot worse had they taken the commit, if I'm being honest. The commit actually does things. There's the Nexus of Fates doing nothing, sitting our hand at the minute, so. My turn, sell the wreckage. What does our opponent want to do? Duress. Let's commit that. Ouch. That's a bad draw. Come on, deck. Give us anything that we can cast. Resolve, yep. Anything we can cast, I'll be happy with. It's something we can cast. Seems reasonable. Combat, yep. That's a land. Our opponent doesn't know about the seal away or the commit, right? He knew about the settle. See his blessing. Duress, oh, for God's sake. Commit. Negate, oh. I'm just gonna flash this in, I don't care. Gets us closer to City's Blessing if we draw an arch. Does feel really bad though. Just once, do your thing, deck, please. I mean, to be fair, it's still impressive that we've managed to stay alive this long. Just drawing the game out. We can definitely still win this game. It's just going to take some extraordinary draws. Which aren't impossible for the deck to do. Scarab God, that's nice. Have you got anything in there? Hostage taker. Hostage taker is a deck. Is a card, sorry, not a deck. Oh. Oh, he has to do it. So he's either going to have to exile his Scarab God or his Champion of Wits. Oh, opponent. Oh no. Oh no. That's just memory. Let's just memory. This is actually not that bad for us. Carnage Tyrant is pretty good. Unfortunately, we don't have this up, which would have been nice to have. Let's see what our opponent chooses off of Duress. Seal away. And there's a bolus. Let's cycle this. We will get rid of this. Scavenger grounds. Have a small problem, so we'll get Hour of Promise. We'll get Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin. Rivulet. Now we can get whatever lands we want. We got Field of Ruin, so we can kill this detection tower, which means we can play Carnage Tyrant without worrying. It's fine that he countered that, I guess. Oh no. Gonna have to block. I think we double block the hostage taker here. Yeah. Sell the wreckage is okay here. I should just wait. Draw a card in response, so we can get a commit. Nope, we are just dead. We had a good run. That's a slight misplay on our opponent's part. If I had a commit now, I could have committed this in response. See what our opponent decides to do in response to this. We'll let our opponent complete this. Come on, opponent. Doesn't take this long to decide to swing in with both creatures. Well played, opponent. Well played. Okay, right, so... what did we think of that? Well, we think I'm a terrible player with the deck. I'm terrible playing things on MTG Arena at least. I'm pretty good in paper. I need to get a sideboarding guide for this, so we can actually sideboard it effectively. Other than that, the games we were actually drawing things that were relevant were fun. Like the games we were ramping into things like Arrow Problems and stuff. We didn't get to play our Carnage Tyrant, unfortunately. Or any of our spells, really. But yeah, it's a fun deck. I would definitely recommend building it on Arena at least, just to see whether you like it. It's cheaper to build it on Arena than it is anywhere else. Definitely cheaper than on Modo. The real problem is getting the wildcards. So if you have spare wildcards and you're interested in building it, I'd say go for it. I think it's a fairly good deck. I think it's fun. I think it has legs. If you're willing to put time and effort into it. Playing it in paper is very different to playing it online though, so you be careful with stuff like that. Gotta watch out. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab a drink now. I'm also gonna stop recording because that was for the video. If you are watching on YouTube, my stream link is below and also my Twitter there, just to keep up with stuff to do. If you're watching on Twitch, then great. Hello, I'm speaking to you right now. Check out the YouTube link in the description below on Twitch as well. Everything links into one another. All of my streams stuff should be archived on YouTube. But if you want to catch me live, just go over to Twitch and follow. I've got sweet little like animations going on when people follow. So if you want to see those, follow when I'm live. If I'm not live, then feel free to follow anyway. Just leave me a comment and I'll show you the animations when I'm live. So it's cool. So thank you very much for watching the Bant Nexus, and I'll see you guys on YouTube soon. And for those on Twitch at the minute, I'm going to be playing some Mono Blue Storm.